Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great evening, and just got finished eating my Chipotle, so I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not quite as hangry. Tomorrow, it'll be definitely taking care of business. Um, we have some news. Okay, this is the time of year. There's not a whole lot that's going on. We have OTAs that are happening, voluntary workouts, which really aren't voluntary. If you want to be part of the team, you better have your ass at practice. But Dak Prescott, Brandon Cooks, and CeeDee Lamb were all, of course, talking. A couple of things, notes wise. Dak Prescott asked about his contract. Here we go. We'll talk. Go ahead. You go listen to what Dak Prescott's saying about his contract. And it's kind of similar to what Stephen Jones said.
No, probably less in tune than ever, really, to be honest with you. Y'all know me, and y'all know every offseason for me to go in there and get better as best as I can. And that's stuff that I leave to the Cowboys and I leave to my agent. They got it done years ago, and when it's time to get it done again, I trust in both of them. And as Stephen has said, it might happen overnight. Who knows, right? But that's not any of my concerns or my thought process.
See, this is like no man's land here. I don't know if you've noticed how different everything is this off season. This is polar different from where we were. Remember last year, everything was about the money. Everything was, we can't sign the punter because, there's no money. It was Cedric Wilson. Now he's going to be too expensive. We had to get rid of Amari Cooper because Amari Cooper, of course, when you pay $21 million on a contract, you expect a certain amount of production and stuff is what they said. And of course, Randy Gregory, that contract was we El Pasoing on this. And, here it is, after we've gone through with Dak before with his contract, where they negotiated it basically in public. And it's not just Dak. We went through, it got ugly a couple times with DeMarcus Lawrence with doing his contract talk and stuff like that. Well, we thought we were going to have him for about $18-19 million. Now his guys come back for more money. But this year, they're not talking about how much money things talk. In fact, the fact that Stephen Jones said, we might just wake up and the contract's done. You mean like other teams? Because see, no other team that I know of goes through and literally trashes the player and say, you're not worth the money. Gets the fan base all riled up and saying, they're not a team player and stuff. Well, the team's not a team player. We're only going to pay you as long as you are viable. If you outdo your contract, oh well, we got you stuck in the money that you signed for and agreed to. We ain't giving you no bonus on that. No. But if you fall at all, you're getting cut. So this is definitely different than where we have been with Dak Prescott. And mind you, I know the haters out there will say, oh man, what are you talking about? Redoing his contract, giving him an extension. Listen, but you have to understand this. Right now, if you have more money, you can do more things. Jalen Hurts' contract, they made sure that for the next 3 years, it's dirt cheap. And they're banking on him being able to play well into that 4th year, because if it doesn't, that's going to be one hell of a dead money hit. And so here's the thing. You need to be able to surround people with talent. I know everybody keeps thinking that if you're just paying a quarterback, then the quarterback's going to be doing everything and you don't need anybody else. That's not the case. That's not how this stuff works. Not at all. You have to have people around them. Now, also in this, you have CeeDee Lamb, who is talking about, he's excited about getting paid and getting his contract. He wants to be a Dallas Cowboy for the rest of his career. So he definitely wants to get paid. And see, here's the good thing. When the team, when you first get your contract, those first year, typically the Cowboys end up having it really, really low. And in the contract, if you're a guy that they deem somebody that they want to keep, for long term, there's going to be triggers in there where we can get more money out of you. You've already seen it with Dak Prescott's contract. They've done that forever with Tyron Smith. They've done it with D-Law. They've done it with Zeke. So you don't get too tied up. And I'm amazed at how triggered people get when it comes to contracts. You would think it was their money that they were spending. The Cowboys can do anything that they want to do. Don't believe this hype that, Dak Prescott's hamstringing them. You saw what the Eagles just did with Jalen Hurts' contract. If you're motivated enough to try and get people, and every year it seems like New Orleans is like $60 or $70 million over the contract, but yet they just signed Derek Carr, right? So that's where we are with that. Now, Brandon Cooks. I think Dak really digs having Brandon Cooks on the roster. In fact, here, listen to this part. Listen to this.
Yeah, the moment that guy showed up, just watching him in the workouts, the way he just carries himself from drill to drill, what he does pre-workouts, post-workouts, to take care of his body and to make sure he has that speed and keeps the productivity that he's had over his career is impressive. But then when you're just throwing to him, it stands out. His speed is different than many others, but as I said, once again, just the way he approaches the game is knowledge. He's already been helping CD, helping those young guys, playing cornerback, teaching them little nuances of the route running that is going to be huge for me and is going to be huge for the room.
So Brandon Cooks is definitely fitting into the mix here. And you love to hear this because Brandon Cooks, he wants to be here. He definitely, Dak is recognizing how good he is. And I couldn't be more ecstatic. This offseason, like I said, has been so different from anything that we're used to. It's almost like I don't know how to act. Here it is. We've got Stephon Gilmore. We got Brandon Cooks. We drafted an interior defensive lineman. We've loaded up on the defense, which is kind of like defense was always forgotten in the Cowboys, at least in the past Cowboys. Now, defense is cool. And I couldn't be more excited about the season coming up. I know the Eagles, of course, are sky high. They, of course, think that they're going to the Super Bowl. They're going to win the division that, it's already deemed that they don't even have to show up. But this is the NFL. You got to show up, bro. You got to show up. So that's where we are right now. And I tell you, I'm liking what I hear with the Cowboys. Definitely liking what I hear with the Cowboys. So we'll be back. I still have to get that video where I'm going to be triggering Eagle fans because that's what I like doing. I love doing that. And as always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys because you guys make Joe Boo Sports Report what it is. What it is, I don't know, but you guys make it. All right, peace.